Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Angela Alise, and this is the podcast, Purposely Random, a podcast by Angela Alise. Let's get into the theme song. Tell me, tell me what's on your mind. Let's spend some time exploring you, exploring me, finding out who we could be if we just open up the third eye. I don't know. That just came to my head. Speaking of singing and all that, I really want to see that Clark Sister movie, but I was looking at Hulu. They were talking about $29 or something like that, and it would like bring my subscription up to like $56 or something. I don't know. The math was whack. I was like, yo, I'm only paying 6 of them things right now. I'm not gonna pay $60 for Hulu when I got HBO, when I got Amazon Prime, when I got Netflix and Hulu. Like, yo, all tripping. And I really have to think about that because the situation with my job is going bananas. So y'all pray for me. I know that there's a lot of people experiencing furlough. I think that's how you say it. And like layoffs and not working at all and all that. So I definitely am praying for you guys as well. So let's just all continue to pray for each other and ask for God's blessings and healings through this time, because people are straight up tripping like they ain't even got sense. And I know there's a lot of stupid people out there, but I'm like, y'all trying to die? Like, y'all like, oh, let's not even wait for a vaccine. Let's just straight up go out there and let's sacrifice ourselves. Or not even ourselves. Let's just go out there and sacrifice people so we can get back to business. Y'all wilding all the way. But you know what? If y'all want to go ahead and do that, y'all go out and kill yourselves. Like, I'm not saying that I want that to happen, but you ain't gonna risk me for you to be out here in these streets. That was a moment of silence because I was like, I cannot. Anyway, so getting back into kind of today's subject, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about determining your values and boundaries. The reason why they go hand in hand is because once you know what your values are, you can then establish how you want to see the world around you. And it's not to control people around you, but it's more so to be really conscious of your mental health and your desires in this world. So I was talking to a couple of friends about this because a lot of the things that I did within finding my own voice and going to therapy is learning about my values. So writing out like what's most important to you as far as your family. Like for me, my family is top value. My God is number one. My family is like third, and I'm like second. Then things like, creativity are things I value, and I should get y'all a list. So this is gonna be an extended idea. I'm gonna go more in detail about it, about what my values are and how I see myself and what I'm learning about myself. So that way, maybe hopefully it can encourage you guys to start to do more introspective work as you are thinking more about what you want your life to be. And truth be told, life is not going to be the same after all this. Even when they open things back up in a healthy way, when we do have a vaccine, the things are just not going to be the same. So figuring out who you are is so vital right now. So that way you can form this new world. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Anyways, like, tangent. I was like, let's not get all off sidetracked. Anyway, so values, determine your values first. And also when it comes to treatment, how do you want to be treated? How do you want other people's values to align with yours? Again, this is not to control people or to make them be your perfect candidate or your perfect, you gotta be like I want you to be or else we ain't gonna get along. No, it's more so like, how do we create a relationship that's healthy for yourself and for myself, for the both of us in the long run? So, for example, if you're someone that really values communication, which is like, I say that's number 5 of them things for me. Um, Effective communication is vital to any relationship. So, if you're someone that values constant communication and are like, if you can't reach out to me, just go ahead and send me a text message and just let me know you're busy. And you're finding that your partner or your friend is just not respecting that, then you can have that conversation of a boundary of like, hey, when you do this, it makes me feel like this. So can we establish a boundary that is healthy for the both of us? And this is probably not the best example, but just start to think about, is this person's action aligning with my values, aligning with how I want to be treated? And if they're not, then that deserves a conversation. But you have to first establish what it's doing to you and what you want and what you're hoping for. So I really hope that helps spread some light for you guys. And this week, if you want to maybe jot down these questions. So what are my values? What is my current partner or family member or friend doing? How are they treating me? Are my values and the way that I'm being treated aligning? If they are aligning, great. How do I continue this? If they're not aligning, what does that mean to me? And what would I like to see? Then, if you feel like they're treating you in a way that you cannot accept, that's the time to set up a boundary. So, create a list of boundaries that you want to establish. Be realistic when you ask. So, instead of being like, well, I don't want you to go out at all because it makes me feel uncomfortable, say, I would like to establish a time where we spend time together. Maybe 60% of your time is with me, we have conversations about you going out and things like that. Like, I'm not exactly sure on what you could say in your situation. For me, a boundary of mine is definitely making sure that you communicate with me, that you're not ignoring me. So if I feel like you're not putting the time in to really work on that communication and putting that effort, then that's a boundary where I'm like, no, I'm not going to deal with this. Or another boundary, I think this is better probably because it's like specific to a relationship. So if we're talking and dating and we've gotten to a point of like saying that we want to be together, I'm not going to share you. That means you ain't going to be talking to nobody else but yourself, your child if you have a child, and your family. Your friends need to come forth. It needs to be, it needs to be God, your child, then me. Like, then everybody else. Your family, of course, should be before your friends. But yeah, so I'm not gonna share you. That's not my judge. If you want to be out there, you can go ahead and be out there. But if we are getting to a point where it's getting serious, we ain't gonna do that. So you need to choose. Anyway, I'm talking a little bit longer because I do have some new equipment. I hope that you guys dig this. What fun thing can I talk about? Hold up, wait a minute. Have you guys been watching some documentaries on Netflix? The one, How to Fix a Drug Scandal? What? So I did not know this, and it shook me to my core. The prosecution can withhold evidence that can prove your innocence. Like, they choose what they give you, the defense, to fight your battle. How is that fair? How is that fair? And poor people ain't getting the documents that they need. And even if they do give you the documents, if your defense lawyer is not about that justice life and not trying to fight for you because they got mad cases, you're just gonna be in jail. And especially, like this war on drugs, all these people that are still to this day in jail for weed in places that have legalized weed, boy, you wildin'. Like, you are just so evil. Like, greed is just it's the most disgusting thing to me in the world, like just greed that people have. Okay, anyway, that's 10 minutes. I hope y'all dig this. I'll be back on another episode. Peace.